Motorcycle. Double motorcycle. Hello and welcome back to a brand new episode and series of The Grumpy Penguin. I am Jason, The Grumpy Penguin, here with my brand new to me 2017 Fiat 124. Now, some of you may know this as a ND Miata, which it indeed is, but the fun thing about the Fiat 124 is that it does use the Fiat 500 Abarth turbo motor. So you have that turbo expandability, the tunability of the turbocharger, which is just fantastic. So plan on seeing a lot of those modifications. Now, this is not the Abarth model. I was looking at an Abarth, and this one popped up locally about $7,000 cheaper than the Abarth I was looking at. And I figure for $7,000, I can do a hell of a lot of modifications. Now, some of these modifications are going to include suspension first and foremost. These cars look way better when they're just a touch lower, and not only do they look better, but they handle better as well. Next on the agenda for this car is wheels. I haven't picked a set out yet. I'm thinking I'm going to go with something in bronze color. I think that's going to be fantastic offset on this dark silver. I'm also going to probably do some small brake upgrades. There's some Willwood lighter rotors that I think are very great for this car. Good setup. Next up with these is also addressing the tiny stereo that's inside it. It actually works pretty well. It sounds pretty good, and it does do Bluetooth, but it is just a little bit out of date, or it feels out of date in this vehicle. So I'd like to get something with a screen capable of Apple CarPlay. I think I know how that's going to work, but we will wait and see on that. The last big adjustment that I'm going to do to it right off the bat is definitely a tune. Engine tunes make a huge difference on these vehicles. We're talking upwards of 220 wheel horsepower, which in a 2,400 pound car is just going to be a great car on the street and a probable weapon on the track as well. So that's going to be the winter track. So that's going to be the winter project, is sourcing all those parts and getting them installed. Now, another mod that I would really like to get done to this car is do something about the headlights. They're unfortunately just a plain halogen bulb and a projector housing, and in typical Japanese fashion, since this was manufactured in Japan, they aren't very good at night. So I'm going to team up with my buddy Midwest Chris. You can check out his link to the channel somewhere, and yeah, I'm going to team up with him, and we're going to get these headlights sorted, get a lot better headlights, get a lot better light output out of the front of this vehicle. The last section we haven't talked about is the exhaust. So I do want to get it opened up, unless you get the Abarth model, which this one is not, as previously discussed. The sound quality out of the exhaust is just not very good at all. So in order to open the exhaust up, you're going to have to go aftermarket. You really want to do that with a high-flow cat if you're going to tune the car anyway, which is my plan. So we're going to knock both those birds out with one stone, get everything sorted from basically the catalytic converter on back, and then we can crank up the power. All right, that's going to be it for introducing this Fiat 124 to the garage. If you like what you saw, please click the like, obviously give me a thumbs up, give me a subscribe, hit the bell, and do all the YouTube stuff. And we will see you in the next video.